What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Beyond the Bench podcast. Today, we are sticking with football for what is probably the last time this year. It's a little sad, but we have a good episode today. We're actually really excited about this one. Nick, how does it feel that football is almost over?
I am absolutely just devastated.
Aren't we all?
I look forward to doing this podcast every week for football, but you know what? With times changing, Beyond the Bench changes with it. I put together a very good episode for you guys.
Yeah.
So,
Nick's first time planning an episode.
Planning an episode. I think I did pretty well. But let's get right to it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
The first segment that we're gonna do is this Super Bowl is a little bit of an old topic.
Yes.
In terms of Super Bowls, because this happened 10 years ago or 11 years ago.
12 almost.
12 years ago?
2014.
11 to 12 years ago.
A long time ago. A long time ago.
So this exact Super Bowl matchup happened, and we all know what happened. Seahawks were on the 2-yard line. They didn't run the ball with arguably the best running back in the league at that point.
At least the best powerhouse.
The best power running back in the league.
How do you not? I still will never understand that. And he had 102 yards that game.
And Malcolm Butler
picked it right off.
We all know what happened. So we're gonna go revisit that. We're gonna go. We're gonna compare each team, the Patriots then to the Patriots now, and the Seahawks then to the Seahawks now, and compare which team in which position has a little bit of an edge over the other. So starting off, we're starting with the Patriots all the way back in 2014.
Jeez.
So we had Tom Brady, the GOAT.
The GOAT.
I love Tom Brady.
I do too.
He threw for 328 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Those 2 interceptions kept the Seahawks in the game, if everybody remembers.
Oh yeah.
This is a name that I haven't heard in so long. LeGarrette Blount, 14 carries on 40 yards. He was non-existent in this game.
Nope. It was a Tom Brady game.
It was the Tom Brady game, and because of the Seahawks'
unstoppable defense. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. We had Julian Edelman go for 9 receptions for 109 yards and a touchdown. Danny Amendola, Dancing with the Stars legend, 5 receptions, 48 yards, and a touchdown. And the last but not least, Rob Gronkowski.
So I'm looking at the notes right now. This is actually I was looking, as you'll see in a later segment, why I was looking at this. Super Bowl 55, when they played the Chiefs, the Bucs played the Chiefs. So in this Super Bowl against the Seahawks, Gronk had 6 receptions, 66 yards, and a touchdown. He had almost the same stat line with an extra touchdown in that Chiefs Super Bowl. He had 6 receptions for 67 yards.
Did he really? Stop.
And 2 touchdowns. Yeah. This might just be the Gronk stat line.
This might just be the Gronk stat line.
Yeah.
So now let's go. Obviously, we know the Patriots now. You got Drake May as quarterback. Arguably a much better running back room in Trayvon Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson.
I think the wide receivers is kind of where, not like the difference. I don't even know, because the Patriots never really had exceptional wide receivers.
Right.
I don't want to do it, but you technically could compare Edelman to Diggs. I think Edelman was better, but Edelman had Tom Brady, so the skill level might have been a little more.
Off of that. Yeah. No,
Same thing with players like Danny Amendola and Chris Hogan. Like, the best wide receiver Tom Brady ever had was Randy Moss, and you had him for 3 years or something like that.
Yeah.
And nobody else really came close. Maybe Wes Welker.
Yeah. I agree. And that's why obviously Tom Brady is not, or Drake May is not as good as Tom Brady, so we're giving the Patriots 2014 team to the quarterback position. Yet. No, he's never.
No, he never will.
7 Super Bowls? Come on. LeGarrette Blount, I'm going
to give the running backs to the current team. I think it's closer than you think, though. LeGarrette Blount's still a good running back. Just he was,
but I think what puts the the current day Patriots over
Is
the
that
edge
there's
is
two
that
more?
they have
There's
those
two of them?
two.
Yep.
Yeah. And Travion Henderson is exceptional, but he hasn't been running. He hasn't been really seeing the field in the postseason.
Yeah,
Ramondre
really not at
Stevenson
all.
is the postseason rushing leader. I think with I think it's like 170 around that.
I
I
mean,
could be
Kenneth
wrong.
Walker had like, yeah, probably
Yeah. But I do agree with you that the wide receiver room is generally
a little bit
a,
better.
oh yeah, right, a little bit better.
But
but it's generally around the same.
yeah, and Gronk's one of the greatest tight ends of all time. That's no
Mhm.
question. But like with the wide receivers, it's almost like Tom Brady had these like connections with guys that made them play better than if they were probably on any other team.
Mhm.
And I think that's what made Tom Brady so special. He
I
was
agree.
so good that he would bring the best out of anybody he threw to.
I agree. And what Tom Brady did that you never see anymore in the NFL is Tom Brady. People always forget this. Tom Brady took pay cuts.
Yeah.
Tom Brady took pay cuts to help build the team around him. He did it on the Bucs after they won the Super Bowl. He did it on the Patriots. Every single quarterback now wants to be paid. You,
Yeah.
as a quarterback,
Yep.
regardless, you will be getting paid a generational amount of money.
Yeah.
Why not take, listen, I'm not making $55 million a year, so I kind of talking out of my ass right now.
I agree.
Why not take, 5 to 10 million a year out of your contract and put it towards the team? If Josh Allen had taken a pay cut, who knows what wide receiver they could have had to support him in the offseason. Or the postseason, I mean. So that's kind of my point. Well, obviously the Patriots then had Gronkowski and now they have Hunter Henry. I'm giving that to Gronk, obviously.
Yeah. And Hunter Henry's still good, but you get it.
Hunter Henry's still good. I do want to point out, though, that the Seahawks 2014 team and the Seahawks team now are almost identical in overall skill level. Almost identical in overall skill level. Do you want to take the Seahawks, Christian? I feel like I've been yapping.
Yeah. So I think the only difference is wide receiver.
I agree.
For the Seahawks. Like, if you showed me the stats that Russell Wilson and Marshawn Lynch put up in the Super Bowl, which Russell Wilson, 247 yards, 2 touchdowns, and obviously the 1 interception. And then Marshawn Lynch, 24 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown. If you told me that Sam Darnold and Kenneth Walker were going to put up those exact same stats, I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the odd man out in the leaders here is Chris Matthews, who I could see Rashid Shaheed having this type of game because
we'll get to that later.
Chris Matthews had 4 catches for 109 yards and a touchdown. In his career, not counting playoffs, 16 receptions, 176 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
He basically doubled his career stats in one game.
Yeah.
Doug Baldwin was almost non-existent in this game. I think he had 1 catch for 3 yards. Yep. He did have a touchdown, which was that 1 catch for 3 yards. And then Jermaine Kearse, 3 catches for 45 yards. Like, it was really just Marshawn Lynch and Chris Matthews that were carrying this game.
I agree, but
yeah.
we're gonna talk about this, in a second. But if you compare both teams, the 2014 teams and the now teams, I think that the really only difference is the Patriots. And I don't know if it's
for better or for worse.
For better or for worse, exactly. If in my blunt honesty, I mean, when you look at the superpower and the star power that the 2014 Patriots had coming out of that game, because all that game made everybody on that team a legend. I will get to this later, but I think this is what kind of shows that the Seahawks have the edge in this game.
I agree. I think I mean, we might as well just go to the next part. I feel like this is kind of what we're both trying to not we're just trying to tease what will it take for these teams to win. Sam Darnold, like you said, Sam Darnold's been great. Sam Darnold had
the best game of his life.
Yeah, basically the best game of his life. JSN was JSN, and the Patriots need to contain that. That they need Marcus Jones and Christian Gonzalez to be the best that they can be. And we saw Christian Gonzalez get that interception at the end of the game off Jarrett Stidham, but he got cooked by Marvin Mims in like the first play of the game. Like it was, I guess, the circumstance. It was snowing. Jarrett Stidham is Jarrett Stidham. You put that kind of quarterback in that kind of game, he's gonna throw it where and I believe were the Patriots wearing white, you can't see anybody.
Yeah. You
can't see anybody. So I feel like Christian Gonzalez needs to step up. Marcus Jones is good. He's really good, but they need to force Darnold to throw to other people that are not JSN, which I think is where Rashid Shaheed might come in.
I agree, and I think that to build off of that, when I was typing, the notes for the podcast, I kind of realized that aside from JSN, aside from Kenneth Walker, what does this team really have on offense? If you can contain JSN, and I think they will, I think they honestly will disguise a double team with Marcus Jones and Christian Gonzalez. If you can take JSN out of the equation, that really only leaves Rashid Shaheed and Jake Bobo, and then you have Kenneth Walker as the main force of your offense.
I mean, you also have to remember that they have Cooper Kupp, who has played in the Super Bowl before. He had 8 catches, 2 touchdowns, 92 yards.
I agree.
Like, he's played in the Super Bowl. He played well in the Super Bowl. And I think he could have a big impact in this game as well.
But are we talking about the same Cooper Kupp now than 4 years ago? No, we're not.
No.
We're not.
Can that Cooper Kupp be awoken within him? I think so.
I agree, but I think that if we're predicting who's going to have the better game, I think it's going to go to Shaheed.
I think it might be Kupp.
Okay.
I can see Shaheed having a great game, but I think at the end of the day, it might be Kupp over him.
Because I think that they're going to use JSN, Kenneth Walker a ton.
I love Kenneth Walker. I'm going to bet on Kenneth Walker. I believe he has the best odds to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl right now. Understandably so. No Zach Charbonnet. He's unbelievable. We say it. How many times have we said it on this podcast? How good Kenneth Walker is.
Who is the Patriots D lineman who's been crazy this year? I forgot his name.
Barmore?
Maybe.
There's a lot of them. The Patriots defense has been very good this year.
But that's also what I want to get at. So we just talked about the Patriots win. You have to contain JSN, and you have to force Sam Darnold to spread the ball out. My Seahawks prediction is the Seahawks are going to try to keep Drake May inside the pocket and keep him pressured inside the pocket. Now this is key, because in the postseason, when I thought this was a glitch when I was reading this. Mac Jones, Jesus Christ. Drake May has 141 yards rushing. Just in those 3 games. That's about 46 yards.
Because he has like 0 passing yards.
Well, that's my point. If you can keep Mac Jones in the pocket, unable to scramble, and force him to throw, I think he's going to be uncomfortable facing a highly ranked Seahawks defense that will show up on Sunday.
Yeah. And I think with that, he's playing, I think he's basically, I know everybody's like, oh, they had an easy run. They had an easy run of offenses. He's played some of the hardest defenses in the league, and I think it's finally going to catch up to them because they're playing another insanely hard defense. I think it might finally catch up to them.
They've also had, I would say that the Chargers game was really the only defense that they had kind of at full strength.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I don't even know how you can account for anything in the Broncos game
Yeah, that
just
nothing
because of
really.
how
Yeah.
bad the weather was. I don't think there was any significant
Yeah, I agree.
outliers or predictors that you could take from that game only because of of the the weather outcome.
Yeah.
Um, but Drake May's in his second year. This is his first Super Bowl. Sam Darnold's in his first Super Bowl, but Sam Darnold's 28 and he's been in the league for 6 or 7 years by now. Um,
You did it to yourself.
I know I did it to myself. He only Drake May only has 178 passing yards per game in the postseason so far. That is not enough to win you a Super Bowl, unless you can combine all of these other factors. And listen, I'll give credit where credit's due. They're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like that's still
Oh yeah, no. I'm not discrediting what they did. I'm just saying that they had an easy path to do it.
no. I agree, and I think that if you would have taken like the Bills, if they would have came out of that divisional round game, I think they would be in the Super Bowl right now.
The Bills, yeah, I agree.
I think they would be in the Super, but like that's kind of my point. Like the Patriots, the teams that they've been facing have been kind of
It's
like,
once again they thrive off of circumstance.
yeah, but
That's
sometimes that's all you need to win.
yeah. You got to take if you're given that circumstance,
Yeah,
you got to take advantage of it. But it might come back to bite them.
right. I agree.
So what
And
is? No, go ahead.
no, I was gonna
You were gonna go with okay.
I
So
was gonna
what
go with it.
is your Super Bowl pick?
So I have the Seahawks winning. I'm gonna go 27-21 Seahawks.
Yeah, I think the Seahawks are gonna win this one relatively easy. I'm gonna go Seahawks 35-21. I think Kenneth Walker. This is gonna be the Kenneth Walker game, and maybe some Cooper Cup / Rashid Shaheed. But I think this is gonna be the Kenneth Walker game. Um, they're not even gonna give the Patriots the opportunity to have an interception on the 1 yard line that means anything.
And so I'm very excited for this game for one. I'm just gonna say that because I think that the Seahawks are gonna play with an intensity and with a
Yeah,
vengeance for the team that lost 12 years ago that the Patriots I don't think will be able to match.
yeah,
And I listen, there's been interviews, have been comments that have said the Seahawks are going all out to win this game. That's not to say that the Patriots aren't. The Patriots are going to as well. I just think that the Patriots have less pressure on themselves to win.
yeah. I
I think
agree
if
with
the
that.
Patriots don't win, it's not going to be as detrimental as if the Seahawks don't win, if that makes any sense.
I agree. Yeah.
Because then you just have a repeat of 12 years ago,
Yep.
and
And the fans are obviously just going to have more despair than they already have.
Mhm.
Like I work with a Seahawks fan. He still talks about it. And
it
he
still keeps them up
was
at night.
but that's like I can only imagine someone that's been like a Seahawks fan since they became a team. Like he's young, he's a year younger than us. And so like he was like younger. I'm sure it still affected him, but imagine someone that's been a Seahawks fan since the 90s.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
obviously they did. They won the Super Bowl the year before.
20,
The year before. They beat the
2012 or
Broncos.
2013? Yeah,
It was 2014. It was the 2013 season.
right, right.
Um but he he's like it still haunts him and he was 7 years old.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, that's a lot of people's first memories
Yeah.
of football, at
No, I would
least.
say it's not. It's the second Super Bowl I remember.
Yeah.
But
The main thing that I think is going to go into the Super Bowl is the quarterback play, because
Yeah.
either one of the it's not like either one of the quarterbacks is some
Bona fide generational talent.
right.
It's Sam Darnold.
It's Sam Darnold and Drake May. Listen, Drake May can be a bona fide generational talent, but he's in his second year. And Sam Darnold has showed that this year he can either play like Superman or play like me if I was getting on the football field.
Sam Darnold's been like that his entire career.
Right. So it's really going to come up to which Sam Darnold did we get today.
Yeah. You know? And like, honestly, I've been waiting for that Sam Darnold to show up in the playoffs. He has not.
He did?
So
no, he did.
I'll give it to him.
Week.
Sam Darnold's been playing incredible, but has his luck run out? That's the question.
We'll see. So for the next segment, I thought it would be cool to rank each of the last 10 Super Bowls.
I think we have a bit different rankings here.
We do. And yours are kind of the obvious. I wanted to shake mine up a little bit.
Yeah.
We both have at the number one, we both have the 28-3 game.
Yeah.
In Patriots versus Atlanta in the 2016-2017 Super Bowl.
I think that's the best. Yeah, that's the best of the last 10. It's kind of self-explanatory. First ever Super Bowl to go to overtime.
Mm-hmm.
And in my notes, I just wrote 28-3. It's simple as that. Best comeback ever, as much as I hated to see it.
I mean, I don't even know. When I was watching that, I wasn't even like mad. I was like, if you can pull off that big of an upset and that surgical of a win,
yeah,
there's literally nothing. Like that picture of Tom Brady on the sideline with his head down, it's on the bench.
It's notorious.
The toughest picture in NFL history.
Yeah. Notorious.
We can do top 5. I feel like top 10 is hold on. We'll do top 5 and then we'll give our lowest ranking. How about that?
I think we could just give the lowest ranking now. I think it's pretty obvious. It's not Broncos. Patriots Rams Super Bowl 53. That game sucked.
Do you want to know what I put in my notes?
I could see it. I was watching.
No, I was watching too, but my note just said, who was watching?
You didn't even care to include the score either. It's the only one that you have that you didn't include the score.
I didn't include the score.
It was 13-3, by the way.
13-3, yeah. That Super Bowl was watching that was so bad.
That Super Bowl was so bad.
So bad. Who we got at number 2?
So, I have my number 2 is okay. My number 2 is Super Bowl 57. Chiefs Eagles, the first one. It was high scoring. It was very back and forth. There was a walk-off field goal. What more could you ask for? It was. I don't think either team had a lead bigger than 7 or 3 or something like that. It was just a fun game to watch. It was very close. You never really knew who was going to win, and those always make for the best games.
Yeah. At my number 2, I had Eagles Patriots. When the Eagles won 41-33. This game this game is a core memory of mine because I was watching it with one of my friends who was a Patriots fan, and everybody else was preying on this kid's downfall. When we all watched Nick Foles catch that touchdown and the Philly special was born, everybody was screaming. That was a core memory of mine growing up, but that's my number 2.
Yeah. My number 3 is Super Bowl 56. Rams versus the Bengals, 23-20. Stafford finally got his Super Bowl, and there was a game-winning touchdown with 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Once again, it's these close games that are exhilarating, that are just fun to watch. Those always make for the best games. And I believe it was Cooper Kupp that got that game-winning touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Didn't he also get Super Bowl MVP?
Yeah, he did. He had 2 touchdowns and the game-winning touchdown. But no, that game was just really fun to watch. I remember we were watching in Peter's basement. Everybody's rooting for the Bengals. Not even gonna lie.
Yeah, everybody. Well,
We're all rooting for the
do we
Bengals.
want to? Can we tell why everybody was rooting for the Bengals?
The Bengals.
I don't know if you remember this. So it's because our editor, shout out CJ,
Yes, I do remember this.
was rooting for the Bengals randomly all throughout the postseason, and we didn't really know, but because it was kind of like a neutral Super Bowl for us.
Yeah.
So we all just were kind of like messing with CJ. We're just like, let's root for the Bengals, but
the Bengals.
The Bengals.
The Bengals.
Yes, the Bengals. That's also my third. So this is just a core memory Super Bowl because Stafford got his first Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I think there's not a lot of QBs that I can really think of and say it would be a true career shame if they didn't get a Super Bowl. And Matthew Stafford was one of them.
I agree. What's your number 4? Because we already talked about my number 4. I'll say it.
My number. Oh, you what?
No. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll talk about it.
All right. My number 4 was Kansas City versus Eagles, number 1.
So my number 2. Okay.
That was your number 2, the 38-35. The dynasty was not over. Everybody thought the dynasty was over. Patrick Mahomes said, "Nope, watch this." Won the Super Bowl. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. I'm actually going to talk about that later. Talk about that in a little bit. My number 4 is Super Bowl 52, Patriots Eagles. I mean, the Patriots did not lead the game until 9:22 left in the fourth. With 3 minutes left in the game, they had a 73% chance to win the game.
Yeah.
And Nick Foles said no. Nick Foles said not today.
Nick Foles said,
Nick Foles said not today.
I still genuinely believe that Bill Belichick did not want to win that Super Bowl.
Well, there was the controversial call, with Dallas Goedert, a little bobbling the ball a little bit, or maybe it was Zach Ertz. It was one of the 2 tight ends. But you know what?
Sure, it was Zach Ertz.
It happens. They reviewed it. They had to have reviewed it, and it was called a touchdown. And you know what? Eagles won the Super Bowl. Patriots didn't. Sucks for them. They won the year before and the year after. They can take a break.
My number 5 is this wasn't even a good Super Bowl. I just have it so high because it's just a legendary one. It was the Bucs versus Kansas City, the 31-9 game. I watching this game, I genuinely was like, Tom Brady's just not human.
Yeah. So I had that down at 7, but yeah, I agree.
But you switch teams, and in your first season, you just go and win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like
it's Tom Brady.
I just won. I just won the Super Bowl. Also, the reason why I have it so high is because of the legendary videos of the yacht celebrations that came out after that.
That was crazy. That was actually insane.
When Gronk caught the trophy on the other yacht when Brady threw it over the
Brady having to be carried off the boat.
Carried off.
Oh my god! I could still envision the salmon shirt that he was wearing. My God, that
Speaking
was so
of Brady, I told this to Christian, but did anybody watching see what Tom Brady posted on Instagram a couple of days ago? I think it was Sunday. He posted on his Instagram, and he was like, "Wait, I need to find the." Hold on, I think I sent it to you.
You just sent it to me. Yes, you sent it to me last night.
Let me read it because it's genuinely. It is Tom. Come on, we gotta chill with this. Hold on.
Yeah.
Where is it? Yeah. It looks like he's like a teenage girl Snapchatting someone. In the first photo, it says, "So this is what you do Sunday," and in the second photo, it's "Okay, major move ... from the couch back to the bed ... This is what Sunday is all about."
He's a clown. He's really
My
funny. You
goat.
gotta give it to him.
My
Gotta
goat.
give it to him.
My
He's a
goat.
funny guy.
He's a funny guy. Funny guy. Do you want to do your next 5 or should we
Yeah,
move on? Okay.
I'll go number 5.
Alright.
My number 5 is Super Bowl 58. I had to do the Roman numerals in my head. It took me a second. Chiefs 49ers. Chiefs won 25-22. Overtime again. The 49ers had an 88% chance to win with 6 minutes, 29 seconds left in overtime. And the 49ers led 10-3 at half. Another one of those, like I keep saying, close games, fun to watch, and overtime is overtime in the Super Bowl. Doesn't get much better than that, if we're being honest.
The Super Bowl going to overtime is awesome. And I think it's going to be even better with the new overtime rules.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, that might have been the first season with the new overtime rules, if I'm not mistaken.
When did they change? I thought they changed it.
Or was it the
wait.
year?
It was the year after the Bills lost in the AFC Championship.
Yeah, actually, I think this is the year that the Bills did lose in the AFC Championship.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it was that year.
Yeah.
So I guess it wasn't the new rules, but didn't matter.
Didn't matter. You want to do 6 through 10?
They're not good games anyway.
They're not good games. I just wanted to point out the Patriots versus Rams.
Yeah.
the last, mini segment is, so we wanted to predict the way too early Super Bowl picks for next year.
Mhm.
Yeah. And all I have to say is the New York Giants will be your 2027 Super Bowl champions. That's my pick.
I wish, man. I mean, I'll say I hope the Giants will do it. But if we're being completely honest here, this Super Bowl 61 has Kansas City Chiefs written all over it.
Oh yeah.
It's the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I will.
No,
yeah.
Actually, I disagree.
Why's that? What are the colors?
Do you want to know what my prediction is going to be? Like my real prediction?
Are you going to do it again?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. I honestly, I can see the 49ers coming back strong.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see the 49ers coming back strong. I think that this is going to sound... Okay, hold on. Let's do a hot take one right now. Let's do a hot take one.
Okay.
Okay, so hot take Super Bowl.
I know what hot take means, yeah.
Okay.
What are you thinking here?
Yo, this is... Baker Mayfield is going to get his first Super Bowl win. Baker Mayfield is my hot take.
Well, so the Bucks.
So the Bucks, yeah.
Okay. Hot take?
Yeah.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, okay.
Fully healthy Cincinnati Bengals.
I would love to see that. Can we just point out Christian's beautiful mustache for a second? Can we just... CJ, just zoom in on that, please? Just zoom in. Thank you. That's awesome.
I think the Bengals are actually a very good dark horse for the Super Bowl this year.
I agree, and
they were a lot of people's picks this past year.
It's if Joe Burrow can stay healthy or not. That is it. If it is what it's going to come down to, if Joe Burrow can stay healthy or not,
and if Jamar Chase doesn't spit on people again.
How? It was a 1 game or 2 game suspension?
I think 2.
2?
Pretty sure 2. No, 1. It was 1. It was 1.
They weren't going to go to the playoffs anyway.
Yeah, but you can't be spitting on people like that.
No, but we talked about that last week.
Yeah, we did. We did.
I think that wraps it up
this week. Yeah.
For here today. I just wanted to
figure something out for next week. No more football.
I know. So I'm gonna be working around the clock to try to figure stuff out.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Let's do a wave to the 2025-2026 NFL season.
Bye.
We'll see you next year. Thank you for everybody who's watching. I do want to announce that we will be switching content a little bit. So we're gonna be doing a lot of sports, kind of just talking about every sport around the world.
And you guys have already seen the UFC videos.
Yeah, Beyond the Cage. If you haven't, check those out. They're awesome, featuring Connor Zangus.
Yep.
And Peter Vienta.
Connor Zangus.
Connor Zangus. My love, Connor Zangus. I love that man. He's actually so. Hold on. So he knows UFC ball.
He's got ball knowledge.
He's got ball knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Also, don't check out. I'll leave a link in the description. Landon's Locker Room. Landon.
Oh, yes.
We have he has his own sports podcast, and then we just started a wrestling podcast today. We just recorded it before this. Top Rope Takes.
So that was the TRT.
Yep, couldn't figure it out.
That was the TRT.
Yep.
Got you.
But yeah, go check that out. I'll leave a link to our first episode in the description. We recap the Royal Rumble and the Raw after. And it was really fun. So go check it out.
Hey man, wrestling's a very quickly growing
it's growing back up to where it was like in the 90s.
In the 90s, yeah.
I'm happy. I'm excited.
And I used to watch all the 90s wrestling videos on YouTube before Christian killed my love and joy for the sport. I texted Christian one fateful night when we were in like, I don't know, 8th or 9th grade. And I texted him, I was like, wow, man, this wrestling stuff is really, really cool. And Christian was like, yeah, I know. He's like, it's all fake, right? And I was like, no, I didn't know that, Christian, but thanks for just crushing a little boy's hopes and dreams.
Yeah, I did do that.
Yeah. Christian also just doesn't like joy.
That's true. I hate happiness and joy. Like Salacious B. Crumb.
Bro, what?
Salacious Crumb, Jabba the Hutt's guy.
Oh! I didn't know he had a middle name.
B.
Only real Star Wars fans know ball knowledge like that. Salacious Crumb.
Yeah. All right, we're doing the thing we always do at the end of episodes where we just start rambling. We got to stop before we get way off topic. But yeah, I'll leave a link in the description to Top Rope Takes, and we will see you all next week for whatever Nick has planned for us.
Thank you, everybody, for a great NFL season, and we will be sure to pick it up next year. And we do have some announcements regarding fantasy football that will be coming out pretty soon that we want to announce. We're pretty excited for that.
Yeah.
So keep a lookout. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and have a great week.
See you next week.